to week 9 of your Advanced Computers 3 course. This week we are going to be covering chapters 7 and 8 of PowerPoint. So we're just kind of continuing on where we left off from last week. So let's start with chapter 7. Chapter 7 has a lot of things in here to help you customize and enhance your PowerPoint presentation to make it, more it's all about the presentation, how people view it. So that's what this particular chapter is all about. So we're going to look at things like animation, how to actually present the slides, different effects as far as transitioning from one slide to another and things like that. So those are some of the things that are going to be covered in this particular chapter. So we're going to be looking at things like animations. And when we talk about animations is how we transition, basically, or maybe even probably a better way to put that would be things that are actually going on in the slide before we move to another slide. A transition is going slide to slide, but this is within the slide. So you might want to, only see a piece of the slide at one time. In other words, you might want to slowly reveal the things on the slide. So maybe at one, you're going to show, a list of something, and you want to show the list one item at a time. So that's what we're going to be looking, that's what we're talking about when we talk about animation effects. So this is going to show you how to, do them all at once. We're going to do them by paragraph. We're going to do them one object at a time, things like that. So how we can kind of pop things up on the screen as we look at a particular slide. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about animations. Now we can have that happen over a specific amount of time. In other words, we can just time it so that it'll automatically do it, or we can even set it to where we do it based on a keystroke. So we can click a stroke and it'll do that. So you can, again, you can do it both ways. You can also take animations off, put them all on at once, things along those lines. So when we talk about animation, that's what we're referring to. We're talking about things that are happening actually on the slide at the time we're presenting. So things coming in, things going away, that kind of stuff. The next thing that you're going to be looking at in this particular chapter is how to actually set up the slideshow. So this is where you can do things, again, make it manual, so you're just going through them at your own pace, or you can make it go on a time type of thing, where you can make it every slide shows for a certain amount of time and then it automatically moves on. You can also continuously loop a slide presentation. This is when you might see something just kind of playing in the background somewhere, and it just goes over and over and over again. That's what they've done. They've set it up in a continuous loop. So that's what we're talking about when we talk about setting up a slideshow in that manner. So we can, also insert audio and video files so that you can maybe talk over it so you don't have to actually narrate it. So you're doing the narration ahead of time. So all you have to do is start the presentation, and there's you talking. Maybe you want to insert a different type of audio file, maybe a little blurb from a TV show or something else. You can do all of that here. And the same with the video file. Maybe you want to show just a little piece of a presentation that you did, or maybe you did a video of you creating or making a compound in the pharmacy, and you're going to videotape it and then insert that into your slide presentation. All of those things can be done using this type of option within the PowerPoint. So that's basically what we're looking at in this particular chapter, is those animations, how to do things within the actual slide itself. In other words, things coming in, things going out, timing, audio, video, that type of thing. And then in the second chapter that you're going to be looking at this week, this is going to be chapter 8, and this is all about how to share that presentation. So once you've actually completed it and you've got it ready to go, how do you get it out to other people? So we can do things like just share the actual presentation. We can download it into a PDF. This is something my company does all the time. If we're not able to make a presentation, so we're not there for the live version of it, they're able to download it into a PDF format so that we can go and look at it on our intranet later and see the same exact slideshow, but we don't have to actually open it up in PowerPoint. It's a PDF file. So that's kind of some of the things that you'll be seeing in this chapter 8. Another thing that you'll be seeing is, I referred to this either last week or the week before, how you can actually copy and paste data and tables and things straight into a PowerPoint, and rather than creating them within the PowerPoint. So all of those things are going to be in this particular chapter as well. If at any point you have questions this week, please make sure you reach out to me, and have a great week.